Now, your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Air temperature 76 degrees. We have a dew point value coming in at 75. The combination of the two make it feel kind of sticky outside at 97% relative humidity. As we move through the morning hours, we'll have this mix of sun and fair weather clouds. That'll bring us to a temperature by afternoon of about 92 degrees for a daytime high. We'll go with 91 by around 3 p.m. with a 40% chance of showers building inland first, and then those showers drift back to the coastline. A familiar scenario thanks to an easterly wind which remains in place. That east wind providing a few scattered showers for the other coast, while locally everything's very quiet. We really don't see much in the way of any issues here locally for your morning commute. The easterly wind brings those showers across the coast. They meet up with our west coast sea breeze and boom, the showers and thunderstorms build along a line in inland areas and gradually drift to the coast where they basically fall apart and die out during the overnight in Gulf waters. High pressure stays with us through the remainder of the week, really, and this easterly flow will continue right into the weekend. So we look for the light wind out of the east to turn west each afternoon as the sea breeze begins to form. We look for inland storms to be west movers heading to the Gulf, and we look for warm temperatures, perhaps record-breaking warm temperatures, as we head into the end of the week. Couple of tropical disturbances which we continue to monitor. One, subtropical storm Leslie, the other a tropical depression Kirk, and the third a disturbance. Tropical disturbance 1 is an interesting one, and we'll have to continue to watch it. It really won't affect the state of Florida, but it could have an impact on the Carolina coastline. 40% chance of development over about 4 days. Almost all computer models recurve that system back out into the open waters of the Atlantic, but not before taking it pretty close to the Carolina coastline. And with this kind of a configuration, it could mean some additional rainfall for an already drenched Carolina coastline, maybe an additional 2 inches of rainfall. Most of the heaviest of the weather would be out in the Atlantic waters, but of course it bears watching with a track like that. And most computer models do not suggest development, but some computer models do, and that's why it's given that slight chance of risk of development over time. Tropical depression Kirk also bears watching, not because it's forecast to become any kind of a strong superstorm, but still because it's forecast to move westward, maybe becoming a tropical storm, but then probably eventually dissipating as it encounters some very strong winds aloft by the time it hits the Caribbean over the weekend. Still, we'll continue to watch that one as well as it remains south of Florida and deserves being watched. Southeast wind switches to the west with the sea breeze at about 10 knots, becoming more westerly during the afternoon and early evening. 40% chance of showers today, about 92 a daytime high. Tomorrow, I think we'll have about a 30% chance of rain. That's true for the next several days. Then perhaps some slightly drier air will work its way into the picture and will reduce the rain chance as we head into the weekend.